let me get to why I am here, frankly, at this conference. Yes, I am a strong advocate and have been so for many years on a number of critical human rights issues, whether it is enforced disappearances, whether it is a number of other issues. But I am here today primarily because of my friend that I have now lost, and that was Asma Jahangir. I knew her since school days. We were friends since we were in school. We shared many experiences. हम कट्ठे बड़े हुए. जब आसमा की टीजे के साथ शादी हुई और जब मुनीज़े पैदा हुई, उसके बाद जब आसमा ने अपना लीगल करियर शुरू किया, मुझे अभी तक याद है, it was difficult for her. मुझे अभी तक याद है वो ऊपर हिस्सा गुलबर्ग के घर का, और आसमा ने किस तरह बच्चे भी संभाले और अपनी लीगल एजुकेशन और फिर लीगल करियर शुरू किया. There was never any doubt that she was going to be a strong advocate of human rights and that she would take positions on issues that she felt strongly about. But Asma was also a mother. There were so many facets to her life. Unki commitment to her children, her, in many ways, there was a traditional side to Asma as a mother, then as a mother-in-law. So one saw those sides, and we disagreed on a number of issues. We disagreed on how we should go about things, but both of us also knew that at the end of the day, if one of us needed support or help, we would first and foremost always turn to each other. And that was the bond of our friendship that transcended differences. She was not happy when I joined PTI, but she accepted it. When in moments of frustration, I would tell her that maybe I should quit politics, she would tell me, you've come into it, now you bloody well see it through and stick it out. And that was what Asma was all about. She was, one of the pleasures that I had in knowing Asma was to see her interact with her children. And it makes me feel so good today that her children are carrying out the legacy that she has bestowed on them. And Munize, I must tell you, when you were going to get married to Salman, your mother asked whether Salman was good enough for you. And I had to defend Salman very strongly and suggest that there could be no better person. But it just shows there was a very human and a very traditional side to Asma as a mother. We tend to forget that people like Asma, who stand up for human rights, who are legacies in so many ways, have a humane and a sort of vulnerable side to them as well. And that was a very strong part of Asma, and it is something that I will always treasure. She often gave advice to my daughter, who listened to her more than she did to me. And that is another thing that I really miss. I truly wish Asma was here today to continue giving her the advice that she used to give, of tempering her strong spirit, but in the right way, of using, moderating herself so that she didn't expend herself unnecessarily. Anyhow, but at the end of the day, of course, it was the giant legacy that Asma has left with us today. I miss my dear friend. It's something that I'm not sure that I've actually reconciled to. I was not here when she passed away. I was outside the country, and it was something I can't believe, because we were together, Salman, as you know, about 10 days before, sitting and discussing the children, discussing our futures, and that's what life is all about. Next I heard she was gone. But I am so glad today that the legacy that she has left behind is in good, strong hands in the form of both her daughters, who will, I know, continue the good work that Asma was doing, because we cannot let the void be instilled here. That cannot happen. The legacy of Asma has to continue. And let me leave you with these words that I am sure today she is looking down, feeling extremely proud of what this conference has achieved. But I'm also feeling that she must be having a laugh at the irony of the fact that I am standing here today as the Minister of Human Rights and not as a Minister of Defense or something like that. That is surely an irony that I keep finding extremely amusing. But let me say today here that whatever Asma was committed to, especially in terms of human rights, I will try my best to carry on that legacy, inshallah. और मैं समझती हूँ कि ये मौके कम आते हैं कि आपको एक मिलता है मौका कि आप पाकिस्तान के इंसानी हकूक के लिए कुछ कर सकें. मैं समझती हूँ कि अगर मैंने कुछ ना किया तो ये मेरी बहुत बड़ी फेलिंग होगी और कौम के सामने मेरी ये शर्मिंदगी होगी. इस वास्ते मैं समझती हूँ कि बिल्कुल कई ऐसी इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ें हैं इंसानी हकूक की जिस पे हमें आगे बढ़ना है. कई कंट्रोवर्शियल इश्यूज हैं इंक्लूडिंग इनफोर्स्ड डिसअपीयरेंसेस जिसको हम आगे लेके बढ़ेंगे और इंशाल्लाह ये इशू को रिजॉल्व करेंगे. और भी इश्यूज हैं, कई नॉन कंट्रोवर्शियल हैं इंशाल्लाह. लेट मी अश्योर यू मुनीज़े दैट जितना हम कर सकते हैं हम करेंगे. एंड लेट मी अगेन वंस अगेन से कि हमें बहुत खूबियां होंगी, बट दिस इज आवर फर्स्ट टाइम इन गवर्नमेंट. And while, let me again reiterate, we cannot be blamed for the shortcomings or excesses of the past in the political sense, we can certainly be held responsible if we do not reform and bring about changes for the future. Thank you so much.